Hey y'all, and welcome back to Cajun Country Living.
Well, today we're getting kicked back up on a project that we started a couple weeks ago, and that is building the frame and supports for what will be the roof structure to this container shop.
Now there's going to be multiple roof structures on this container shop, but what we are focusing on now is the important area, the center area, or where we currently have the tarp set up at.
Now, although the tarp has actually just saved us this summer, it's provided a shade and a little bit of cooling. I mean, this South Louisiana heat, this sun, it works on you, especially being on the slab. So you get the sun coming down, reflecting off the slab, you're burning on the back, burning on the front, you're burning everywhere.
I know somebody said that we look like we have Cajun fever. I think that was a way to say to stay out the sun.
Yeah, a little bit of darkness going on there. But every storm that comes through here sends this big gray parachute behind us in the wind, and we have to rebuild it every time. Got to get it all stretched back out, which we don't really mind it too much because it gives us so much more back. But a permanent solution, it is not.
So the most functional area to get done is that middle. It's the biggest section. It is where we do a lot of this work at, and it also provides us an area to work over on Cajun Country Clunkers. So we have got to start working that direction again, and we got these poles set a few weeks ago, and now they're finally set up completely ready to go. So we're going to be starting to put some more structure in.
Now look, I know this has got to be one of the most hard projects to keep up with, because it's even hard for us to keep up with at some time. But this is a structure that's going to be here, hopefully for the rest of our lives, and it's got so many different dimensions to it. And each one of these different dimensions is going to provide something a little bit different in every aspect. It's really important for us for this to turn out exactly the way we have it in our mind, the way we have it engineered, because again, like our homestead, it is going to be a self-supporting structure when it's all complete. It will have its own equilibrium. It will serve its own purposes individually. So these are the two outside wall supports that's going to be on the south side of the front of this building. Everything else is going to tie into this. It's all eventually going to come in and tied together, but this is the point where we need to start from. We already got these pipes saddled and ready to go. We got a piece of pipe cut out here that's a little bit long. We wanted it that way so a little bit of random pipe would hang out on each side of these vertical supports. So in the future, it's always easier to trim a little bit off, you know, if you have a little bit more than you need, rather than stalk some on to get to where you need to go. That's the thought process. We're fixing to make this happen so we can get cooking in that direction.
Well, y'all, today Jim and I have a bunch of welding to do. We're getting a bunch of work done outside on the shipping containers, which means that I'm going to be wearing the proper gear today because of all the welding that we're going to be doing, all the way from my work boots to my work socks. Now, you might be sitting there thinking, did you just really say work socks? Yes, I did say work socks. These aren't your average socks. They're actually made for the working people who are on their feet constantly. They're actually made from Ironside merino wool that is spun in California but made in North Carolina, and is actually 2 times more durable than other merino. What I love most about wearing these socks is y'all know how hot that it gets down here in Louisiana, so the idea that these can keep my feet cool in this over 100-degree weather a lot of days, or even warm in those winter months that we have that bone-chilling cold, that definitely makes these one of my favorite pairs of socks to wear. I believe that the correct term is thermoregulation. They also wick sweat 35% better than cotton or polyester, and with the no sweat vent, your feet don't stay hot and clammy, even in steel toe boots. Plus, they actually have light compression in the calf and arch, so even after a 14-hour day, your feet are still supported. These socks are supported by over 15,000 trade workers and have hundreds of 5-star reviews. And y'all, honestly, these are gonna be my next go-to gift because once you try them, you're not gonna wanna go back. Plus, they actually back these with a 10-year guarantee, so that means that over the next 10 years, if you get a hole in your sock, they will actually replace it for you for free. So if you're tired of always having holes in your socks, always feeling that sticky, clammy feeling on your feet, y'all head over to Camel City Mill and try them out. Make sure to use our code Cajun10 to get 10% off of your order. And I'll make sure to put the link to these socks in the description so y'all go down there and check it out. And now I've got a lot of welding to do. At least my feet won't be feeling it.
Everybody makes mistakes. I know what I did
Well, that went up there pretty easy. The only thing we're gonna have to do is slide it down a little bit that way because that saddle is sitting on the collar a little bit on that side. So maybe about 3 or 4 inches to the north and it'll be ready to weld in place. Oh, we gotta put us a ground pickup on there.
Simple enough.
I think that'll work.
Okay.
So now that we've created a horizontal piece to be able to extend our wall out on, the next thing we're gonna have to do is cut a standpipe to weld on top of the container. Because we want this wall to continue out at the exact same height as the very top of the top containers. That was a lot of tops. But it should come out and continue all the way to here. So we need at least one standpipe put on top of the containers, and then we're gonna weld another one on top of here. That way we can put our horizontal piece on top of those saddles. Tie it all in together, make one long continuous wall.
Let me back this up so you can use this torch.
Yeah, I'm gonna need that gas hatchet.
All right. Maybe it only rains whenever you start doing something.
It's looking that way. Oh well, at least the wind's not whipping her tarp. Why did I say that out loud? I wonder about me sometimes. It's 100% gonna turn into a tornado now and blow our tarp away. Oh well, at least it's big, we can find it easy.
If it stays in one piece.
Oh, well, if it don't, we'll have multiple shade opportunity. Gotta get my glasses on. Cover up these sensitive little peepers. The trick is whenever you're using those templates like we use, the metal templates, you don't cut exactly on the line. On the valleys, you cut them short. In other words, you go on the inside of the line, on the shallow side of the line. And on the ear part, you always go on the opposite side of the line. So you cut the ear short and the trough shallow. And they'll fit way better. You'll spend a lot less time grinding and cleaning them up.
Ear short, trough shallow.
That's right.
I think we're fixing to have to call it. If y'all can see how much more rain there is on the ground now, probably hear it hitting this tarp above me. But Jim's gonna get this cleaned up. We're gonna put it underneath the containers for now. And maybe we can pick back up later.
Well, it's one of those things, you know, there's only like a 30% chance, but we usually get 130% of it.
I think we've learned that no matter what, we should always put a 100 in front of whatever the Weather Channel says.
That's right. If it happens not to rain that day, or the wind blows our tarp away, or whatever the situation is, you'll just consider ourselves lucky. So it's 36 foot.
Okay.
So was that 18 feet?
Yes.
Okay.
So before this huge rainstorm hit us, we got this pipe cut, and where it's actually going to be placed is on top of the container. So we had to measure from point A to point B and find the center of it, and that's where we got that 18 foot.
And that's exactly what I figured it would be. I mean, perfectly.
Is it really?
No, not even a little bit. I had no idea. And here we have it. Exhibit A, B, and C on why we need to get this roof done. Like I said a million times, this tarp is excellent. Gives us some shade, but it is a nightmare to try to keep up there. It's like a big sailboat that's not attached to a boat. And when the storms come, they pay it no mercy, none. At least it holds water. That's a good thing.
Typically at this point, we'd dump all the water off the tarp, but since we're actually working out here today, we're just going to hold off on it. It's not like it's going to go nowhere, so that's just going to be one less area that we have to try not to slip on.
Is when we put it up here, we want this saddle looking perfectly east and west. So what we're going to do that is we're going to roll this up where both ears, one's looking straight up, one's looking straight down. We get on the bottom part of this pipe, we put a mark on the very top of it. That way when we stand it up, put it on the edge of our container, we know when that mark is looking straight out that that saddle is in the perfect orientation. Take a lot of the thinking out of it. Now typically what we do when we're working with this drill stem is we'll cut the collar off, we'll cut the female end off and the male end off where it gets down to nominal wall pipe. But in this situation we don't need to, because this is going to serve no purpose other than welding. So we're not going to have anything that's going to sit on top of here versus sit on here that would throw it off, make an elevation change, something like that. Being as it's going to serve no purpose, doesn't matter one way or the other, we get a few more inches of length out of this by leaving it on there. It's not going to hurt a thing. I just want the saddle connecting to the side of
like
that pipe.
this.
Uh-huh.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
That
just so
makes
whenever I clean it up, I can make dang sure that these fits are going to be really good and tight.
sense. You're such a little good welding helper. You know that?
I try. Well, you know, we don't have a sharp piece of this pipe, and I don't want to cut a piece off for a template, so.
That's not what I thought you was fixing to say. And I appreciate it. You was fixing to say you got to make it the easiest that you can possible for me.
Well, you know how these prima donna welders are. That's pretty close. I don't have a whole lot of grinding to do. How's that look for you, Mom?
I don't think you could have done a better job.
Well, thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Okay, put her up. It's the next step, huh?
Yeah, I'm going to buff that end off just a little bit, jump up on top of that container, clean off a little bit of paint where that's going to go. She'll be ready to tack in place.
So now you can see where we just put that pipe at. And now we need to do the piece that's going to go from that piece of pipe to the edge of the front of those containers. We should be able to just butt it right up against that corner piece that the containers have, and it should sit right in that saddle. It's crazy how small that this looks on the screen as I'm looking at it, but that's actually 18 foot.
We hope that everybody had a fun and relaxing Labor Day weekend with your family and friends. Thanks for hanging out with us today. Y'all be safe, and we'll see you on the next one.